Good afternoon everyone. Today let us discuss about ethics and human interface. Okay. So, this is our topic. So, in this topic what and all we can see. So, first under this topic I will let you know what is meant by ethics. Ethics is vast and elaborate. We cannot conclude in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or in a single class. Everything is subsumed under this topic, but generally we will define what is ethics, okay? And we will also see like what are those factors which helps to decide the ethical actions. That means what are the actions, what are the actions which can be decided ethically, okay? Decided ethically. So, this will be the second thing which we will be discussing, right. Then yes. So, like this the next important topic will be what are those things which are disturbing a person's way of behaving in an ethical manner, okay. So, that we will be seeing as a determinants or factors which is making a person to act in an ethical manner, okay, or in an unethical manner, right. So, this we call as determinants of ethics. And the last in the ethics we will be seeing about the importance, why we have to have ethics, importance of ethics. In this way only this topic has to be studied. So, this is a very base topic, very basic, very core, very important topic. Everything revolves under this only. So, first let me begin about ethics, okay. For this I like to draw a diagram. See, ethics, although there are a lot of definitions for this, okay. This is the one which is elaborate and is most preferred. Here let us put human actions, okay. So, ethics, human actions. Fine. This ethics I can say evaluates human actions as right or wrong, or I can say as good or bad. I will say the difference why I am writing like this. So, this is a very important diagram for ethics. Also there is one thing which is hidden, that is called as values, values underlying those human action, okay, underlying those human actions. And I can also say ethics guides human action. So, this diagram I am giving in a two way, okay, I am putting up in a two way. It evaluates the human actions, it guides the human actions. See students, let me explain this with an example. Without example, ethics cannot be learned in a easiest way, okay. See, for this I am going to take an example of, just let us put stealing, okay, stealing, theft, Anna. So, first we are going to consider the various types of examples. For example, just like this, see, we are going to imagine or assume certain situations, okay. Here let me put up situations. These are situations. Now, I am going to split in this way, this table. So, here I am going to write the situations, okay, and next right or wrong, good or bad. Do you remember this? In the previous diagram I wrote this, that ethics evaluates human actions as right or wrong, good or bad. So, how it will evaluate as right or wrong? It is based on certain laws, rules, regulations, okay, which are more precise, which are made by a body, Anna, right. So, these in this way it can decide an action as right or wrong, and good or bad is based on moral standards. So, there is a separate topic for you in ethics in the name of laws, rules, regulations, conscience, a source of ethical guidance. There you will be studying elaborately about the difference between these two and how ethics includes, or decides an action including both the laws, rules and regulations as well as the moral standards. In this way you will be studying there. So, now let us go to our example. So, we are taking an example of stealing, right. The first case, let us assume that a boy stealing food, okay, this is case 1. Let us put this as case 1. Now, let us put this as general theft, okay, theft, anything, stealing things, theft, okay, stealing things, stealing other properties. First let us assume a case like that, okay. Here, right or wrong, it is based on the laws, rules or regulations, which is prevailing in the particular country, which is prevailing in the particular region. Based on that we will be deciding. So, we know in our country, if you consider India only, stealing or theft is totally, illegal act, it is a offence. So, under IPC, even section 378, 379 is discussing about all these things, we all know that. So, it is completely what? Wrong. So, now comes the moral standard. Apart, it will think above the rules, laws and regulations. Stealing things, again it is not permitted in any form of moral standard. Any thinkers, any philosophers has not said it is right, okay. Any country, in all the country this is wrong. Let us consider case 2. Boy, a hungry boy stealing food, okay. So, let us imagine like that, boy stealing food. Now, this is right or wrong? Again, whatever you steal, it might be food, it might be mobiles, it might be jewels, anything it can be, but it is wrong only as per the rules, laws and regulations. And is it good or bad? Here comes confusions, a dilemma or two views, I can say. It is not a dilemma or something, it is two view by two school of thoughts, moral thoughts. So, one says it is wrong only, no matter what. You are hungry, but how can you steal? But another school of moral thought says it is right, because this boy is not stealing something to become rich, to live a luxurious life. He is stealing for necessity, okay. So, that is how there are two views under the moral standards. I will explain why there is a two view, okay. So, first let me complete the examples. Watch carefully. Case 3, I am going to imagine case 3, Robin Hood type of character, okay. Even in our India bill, Tanthia bill is one who is called as a Robin Hood. Even now, even in these days also we find a lot of Robin Hoods. We all know in when we are small children, we used to learn in younger classes that what is Robin Hood's character. He used to steal from the rich people, he used to provide to the poor people. So, he take from rich, give to poor. Now, this kind of character, he is also stealing, but he is giving this to poor people to help them, okay. Is it right or wrong? Again, as per the laws, rules and regulation, it is wrong only. No law is supporting that. Yes, you can steal because you are going to help someone. Nobody is saying that. But is it good or bad? Again there comes two school of thought. One school of moral thought says that it is wrong only, even though your intention is right. Your intention is what? Is not to become rich, and not to lead a past life, but what? To help poor people, right? Then also it is wrong only. But other school of thought says no, the intention is right. This person is stealing not to become rich, but to help the needy people, okay, the one who is in need. So, that is right only. Then come case 3, sorry case 4, we have completed case 3, no case 4. Let us consider the Nirav Modi case. Now, one example I am giving, lot of scams has happened in India. Let us take this very new scam, very recent scam I can say, new scam and all, nowadays a lot of scams, after this also has occurred, Rotomax scams, all this has come. Okay, so let us take that Nirav Modi scam, now PNB case. This person has looted crores and crores of money and has not distributed to anyone, he has done for himself to become rich, to lead a luxury life. Okay, so then again this is wrong only, but here there is no dilemma at all the schools of thought says it is totally wrong. So how we are coming to this discussion, you leave the laws, rules and regulations, this is based on a country makes laws, rules and regulations. Okay. So ours is a democratic country and democratic country has an organization, a proper organized way we are making laws, rules and regulations with the help of bodies, the legislative body. There comes the moral standards. Who is telling all these things? How we are deciding on this moral standard? Then comes confusion. For this only, you would have seen in your syllabus, there is a next topic called dimension of ethics. You would have seen definitely there is something like this, dimension of ethics. One thing you have to keep in mind students, that see, you cannot separate one topic from the other topic in ethics. You cannot do it. Sometimes there is overlapping concepts will occur between one topic to the other topic. Even in exams, UPSC, they are asking in that pattern only. Okay, they are picking up some concept from first unit, mixing it with the 6th unit, then asking a question to you. Right. So now see here, dimension. This is a topic you have. If I am saying the dimensions of ethics, ethics has various dimensions. In that, I am not going to discuss about the dimension now. It has to be taught separately. From here, I am going to pick up a concept for you. In dimension, I can say there are 4 main dimensions of ethics. One is descriptive, okay. This we call as descriptive ethics. So I will say briefly about them, not elaborately now. So then another one is called as prescriptive ethics. Okay. So you have to remember when we are this concept when we are discussing that topic. Then meta ethics, and the last is applied. Okay. See, these are some dimensions, that is the views, the different views of ethics. First you see descriptive means, in this topic we will be studying what are those things which are right or wrong in a particular community, in a particular region, okay, in a particular culture. That is called descriptive, will be described. I will give small example for you to understand. You might have heard about Sentinelese, the tribe of Andaman and Nicobar. This Sentinelese tribe are headhunters. Even now they do that, they kill people, and for them, we say you should not kill people, it is morally wrong, but it is not for them. Okay, so that is not morally wrong according to their own culture, according to their own tradition, according to their own tribal customs. So that is something called as descriptive ethics. It describes how ethics is differing from every region to region. Now we are going to pick up this term only for our example. I told you, we are analyzing, and here comes 2 views, 2 thoughts. For that I am going to pick up from this term, that is prescriptive ethics. What is prescriptive ethics? Prescriptive, that means it prescribes how a person has to behave, how he has to act, how he needs to act. Anyway, I can say this. That means the moral philosophers from our country, from the world, has given up certain standards for us, moral principles for us, and they say that we have to behave in this manner only. That is called prescriptive ethics, like how doctor give prescription for you. that is called prescriptive ethics. So, in this prescriptive ethics, leave all the other topics, we are not discussing under this. See, if I want to tell briefly, meta means it's like describing the ethical theories. All the ethical theories will be put under this meta ethics, we give a label for that, okay. And applied means the ethical considerations, ethical problems which are arising in our day to day life in various sectors. This is very important topic, that is why I told this will be dealt separately, and this elaborately we have to study. For example, I can say environmental ethics, okay, then bioethics, that means in the environmental field, the ethical problems which are arising in the environmental field and how you are going to solve that, with what moral standards you are going to solve this, that you will be studying in the environmental ethics. And then comes bioethics, like this lot of ethics, machine ethics is there, robo ethics is there, okay. So, this is something called as applied ethics. For us, leave this and this, come to prescription. This prescriptive ethics is again clubbed into 3. 1, I do not have space here, I will use next 4. See, this prescriptive is using 3 theories, 3 sections to analyze a human action. What are that? First one is deontological ethics, deontology, okay, deontological ethics. Second is teleological ethics. Third is virtue ethics. See, in this we will be mostly using this and this while you are making a decision. Even in case study, when you are going to say that why you have chosen this option in your case study, when you are justifying your action, you have to use this theory and this theory, and this comes as a supplementary theory along with deontology and teleology, okay. So, this is important. What are they? What is deontology? For this, you can see here is a person, okay. He is going to act. Let us consider this as action. You know, he is acting, he is doing an action. Let us consider like that. He is doing an action. There will be an end, no? End. There will be end for the action. Okay. Now, this person is doing an action for a particular purpose, for an end, okay. See, I will explain with our example. Now, deontology says that end of the action does not matter, it can be good, it can be bad, I do not care, but for me the means to achieve this end is important. Means is very important than end, you know, means is very important in case of deontology. That is why we call this as duty based ethics. We call this as duty based, okay, based on the duty one is performing his action. That means you should not tell lies, no matter what, you should not tell lies, okay. I will go to the previous example where we stopped. Then teleology says that I do not care about the means, for me means does not matter at all, for me end is important, that is teleology, okay. For this person, for deontology, means is equally important like an end, even the end they does not care, but means is very important. But for teleology, end is important, that means this is otherwise called as utilitarianism theory. That means which gives happiness to maximum number of people, or which gives benefit to maximum number of people is considered right as per teleology ethics, as per teleological ethics, okay. So, this is something called as deontology and teleology. Now, we will go back to our example, as you can see here, I told you, I will come back to virtue ethics, but before that, see this example, I told a boy stealing food. Deontology ethics says that, see, even though he is hungry, he does not want to steal to become rich or to buy something, but he is hungry, he is not able to tolerate it. Because of necessity he has stolen, even then it is wrong. Even though your intention is not bad, you do not want to steal to become rich, but it is still wrong. But teleology says that he stole the food to live, to survive, for necessity, that is not wrong. Same way you can see that the Robin Hood type of character, again the deontology ethics says that, as I said, see, the deontology ethics says that means Robin Hood is having good character. What is his end? What is the end of Robin Hood? As in the example, Robin Hood want to help poor people. Now let us imagine this is Robin Hood. Mr. Robin Hood want to help poor people. That is the end. Okay. But what is the mean he has opted? Stealing. Stealing is the mean he has opted. So deontology says that even though his end is good, but he does not prefer proper means. So it is totally wrong. It is totally immoral. Okay, so they say it is not accepted. But teleology says that Robin Hood's intention is to help poor people. We do not care about what means he is opting, but he is trying to help the poor people. That is teleology ethics. So that is why there are two kinds of views whenever you are trying to, choose path in ethics. Okay, right. So, and one more we have left there. I hope you remember. I discussed about teleology, deontology. Then what is meant by virtue ethics? There are lot of thinkers who has given lot of theories under this deontology, teleology and virtue. Virtue ethics is something which always relies on one specific character, that is virtuous. Okay, virtuous. It says that all people, any person who is brought up and who has good virtue in his life will always decide in a virtuous manner. Okay, no matter what, he will not act in an illegal way at all. This is the basic idea of virtuous ethics. So you may ask, what is the difference? See, for example, suppose there is a person who is in need, okay. Deontological ethics says that, let us imagine that a person is bedridden. Now you want to, there is no one for that person, you think that you want to take care of the person. Deontology ethics says that it is your duty, you have to take care. As a human being, it is your duty towards other human being. Okay? So you have to take care of that. So it justifies in that manner. Teleology ethics says that you are going to take care of the person is going to become happy and going to have a contented, a satisfied life. So that is teleology, happiness, end is important, that also substantiate, right. Virtuous ethics says that when you are trying to take care or help others, that means helping others, that shows your benevolence. This is something called as virtue, a character of you. That is said by virtue ethics. This way the three differentiates each other, but this is the main differentiation when you are going to decide about your action. Now we will come to the definition. That is our intention now, to define what is ethics. Come here. So ethics, now it is evaluating a human action as right or wrong or good or bad. This is based on moral standards, and for that only we have taken the example like this. So this is human action and we are evaluating the human action. This is a very best definition we can give for ethics. In other words, I can also say ethics not only evaluate after an action is performed. I am performing an action, somebody is trying to judge that action based on ethical lens. Not only that, we can also say that before I am going to perform an action, the ethics, that is a set of standards, will guide me how I should behave in a particular place, how I should behave in a society, how I should behave in my family, how I should behave to my friends. This way ethics is guiding my actions. So, here comes another term called values. This is a separate topic for you, but in briefly if I want to say, I can say that values are individual principles. Each and every one of us will have values within them. That means the priority which we give to the ethical standards itself, I can say like that, the goals in life. So, values are something which are inbuilt, but ethics is not like that. Ethics, although we have different set of ethics in different regions or country, it is always set of principles, a set of moral standards. I can say ethics, smallest definition for ethics is this only. Ethics is equal to set of principles or set of moral standards. You know, lot of questions are coming from this first unit, first topic only, especially I told about, you know, the prescriptive, descriptive, and in that dimensions I discussed about deontology, teleology, you know, almost 3 times question has been already asked. One time in the UPSC indirectly also they have asked, falsehood takes the place of truth when it results in unblemished common good. This is a Tirukural which I am telling is in your question paper, in your UPSC question paper only. You can go and take and verify, okay, in your 2018 question paper you can find this question. Same in 2018 they came up with another question also. You know, one theory, one ethical theory says that means is important, is of paramount importance, but another theory says that ends justify the means. What do you say? That means, do you agree with this? So, which is best? You choose which one you are going to opt and justify your answer. This way, in this angle that question was asked. Okay. So, again if I want to talk about ethics, more questions you can see in ethics. So, first let me complete this topic, then I will say what are the questions which came from this particular topic itself. Okay. So, this we will be seeing separately. After we complete completely ethics, we will complete, then we will come to this. So, I said human action, you know, do you remember in the initially only, you know, when in the beginning I told you I will define ethics for you. I defined ethics means it's a set of standards or set of moral principles, or you know, it's a system of moral philosophy which says which is good or bad, which is right or wrong of human action, which guides a human behavior. Like this I can define ethics in a different way. It is also derived from Greek word called ethos, which means character. In this way we keep on, you know, continuously we can define in various ways. That means ethics is equal to, we can write as a formula. Nowadays formulas are very mind blowing, you know. So, in the exams if you are giving in the formula pattern, the examiner will become very happy. Like this you can give, or ethics equal to set of principles you can write. So, what are those actions which can be decided ethically? That is the second question. Can every action be decided ethically? No. There comes a separate topic, that what are those actions which can be decided ethically? For that I can say only deliberate human actions, deliberate human actions can be decided ethically. What are those called as deliberate human action? Then that is your question. What are those? See, the deliberate human actions means I can say the actions which is done with knowledge. That means without ignorance. You should not be ignorant in that topic. Without knowledge, without having necessary information, you cannot perform that action. That is, with knowledge you are performing an action. Second, it should be voluntarily done. voluntarily done. Third, it should be done with free will. So, this will be elaborated in the next session. Thank you.